Welcome to today's Deep Target Customer Success webinar, Show Me the Money. Welcome, y'all. We had a few technical difficulties, but we're on now. So Show Me the Money. This is going to be a great webinar where we actually show you how to show the money. We're going to be talking about ROI. I'm Brenda Pierce. I've got Helen Triplett with us today.
I was saying good morning to those on the West Coast and good afternoon to those on the East Coast.
And we've got Sarah Shepard also with us today, so she's going to be our guest speaker. Sarah, you here?
Yeah, I'm here and happy to be here.
Okay, great. Okay, all right. Well, for those of you that are on the lines, we appreciate you coming to these customer success webinars, and because of that, we want to give a lucky winner a $20 gift card at the end. So stay tuned, and we'll do a special drawing for a gift card. Okay. Win a $50 Visa card. You have a month and a half to do this, to get your name put into a drawing for a $50 Visa card. All you have to do is you sign up for one of those 30-minute customer success meetings and join us on our social media platforms. I see a lot of activity on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, so I know a few of you are signing up. So send me an email and let me know what all you're doing. Also, I don't think we've ever said this, Helen, but for these 30-minute customer success meetings, there is no prep on your end. Just sign up, grab a cup of coffee, and join us for 30 minutes, and you have to do nothing. We will show you everything. So don't feel like you have to prep for this thing. It will require no effort on your part, okay? But go ahead and sign up so you get put into the drawing for the $50 Visa card. All right, so now today's agenda. We're going to look at some marketing trends. And I remember in January, I said my New Year's resolution is for you to share your information with your management team. If you don't do anything else, make that one of your New Year's resolutions, that all the good work, hard work that you're doing, share it with your management team. We're going to talk about that today. We've got Helen's Hints, where we're going to learn how to tie in the deep target, your campaigns to your account. And then we're going to take that information and put it into the ROI calculator. And that's where Sarah is going to be our guest speaker today. And Sarah comes from a background of credit unions. She's worked at the VP of marketing there, so she understands your pains. And she's going to show you how to use this to take to your management team. So this is going to be really good. And of course, we have the Deep Target Awards, right? We got a Campaign of the Month to announce, and we have a Superstar of the Month to announce. So we're excited about those. And then, of course, we give the winner of our Cup of Joe, our free Cup of Joe for you guys. Okay, so let's move forward. All right, so we have in financial marketing, it's not enough to just do your hard work. You also have to share your results to get the budget. And this is a blog. It's on our Deep Target website, and it's a great blog. It's talking about trading silos for solutions. So, you know, we know that sometimes we are working and we work so hard, and so you're in the marketing group and you're working very hard, and you forget to share out your information with the IT department and your sales team. So what technology does is it blurs the line between silos. So you're no longer working in silos. You need to be working with the other departments in your organization. So this is just showing you that you need to be talking, marketing needs to be talking to sales, and IT needs to be talking to marketing, and y'all need to share the information, because technology is a beautiful thing where you are going across the platforms. For instance, Deep Target, you're generating leads. And so what you want to do, marketing needs to send that report to your sales team so they can follow up on those leads. And IT needs to know how you're using this technology so that when they're making purchasing decisions, they know, what good work. For instance, here's a 600% ROI in just the first 3 months from Amanda. That's huge, and that's something to report back to your management team. Another blog on our website, it was a January blog on the Deep Target website, was different ways to calculate ROI. So you may want to take a look at this. There's all kinds of different ways, but the most important thing is that you can show ROI with Deep Target. And ROI is so important to show that your marketing department is a profit center and not a cost center. Okay. So, being in marketing, I might be showing my age, but Peter Drucker was a huge marketeer, and he said, what gets measured gets done. And that's so true. So if you're out there, you've got to be able to measure it, and that is what gets done. Jay Baer, he's more current. He wrote the book Hug Your Haters. And he says what gets measured gets budget, and that is true. So if you can't show your ROI, then chances are you're not going to get the budget for it. So here's an old quote. This was a 100-year-old quote, and it says 50% of my budget is wasted. I just don't know which half. Well, that's before you had like all these ways that you could measure. So now that you measure, the proof is in the measurement. The proof is in showing ROI.
And what I was going to say is, one of the things about the beauty of Deep Target is that, you may not know if you do a billboard or you do a television advertisement or you do a newsletter or something like that, you may not know who's actually seeing it. And then if they open an account, you don't know how to capture that information of, where did they, what marketing piece did they see to learn about that? One thing with the Deep Target is you've got the ability to know who saw it,
Yeah.
when they saw it, when they clicked on it, and when they opened an account. So you're able to follow through that whole timeline of that cycle of viewing to account opening. So, in this instance, 50% of my budget is wasted. I don't know which half. You don't have to worry about that with Deep Target. You know how to quantify that.
Right. And it's all about measurement. It's all about the proof. All right. So what we're going to show you today is, okay, you're doing those campaigns like Helen was talking about. You know how many impressions, you know how many click-throughs. What other packages can't do, platforms, is they can't tell you the influence conversion. So already you're ahead of the ball game with Deep Target because you can tie the accounts open to the influence conversion. But we allow you to go one step further and show the ROI. So today we're going to take a look at Helen's going to talk about campaigns and tying those in to make sure you have the right data to plug into the ROI calculator. Sarah's going to step in at the ROI calculator, and she's going to show you how you can see how much revenue you're actually making. And when she's telling you, it's a conservative estimate. I mean, it's a lot bigger than what it is. You're going to be amazed when you look at your bottom line and how you're affecting it. And of course, step 3 is always share it with your management. Be talking to those other silos. Don't, blur those lines and show them the results of what you're doing. All right, so Helen's going to tell us our hints on how to set up campaigns for lead conversion.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the importance of setting up your campaigns correctly so that your influence conversions and monthly management reports will accurately reflect your opened accounts. And so after a customer has viewed and clicked on a Deep Target campaign, you want to see what those results are, at the end of that cycle. So this first slide here is to show you that when you send in your data, you always have these product codes that come along with your data, and those get mapped into Deep Target account types. And this is like super important, in your product. So when we set up you in Deep Target, we did the initial mapping, but over time you're going to be adding new product codes, particularly in certificates and things like that. Those change a lot. So we recommend that you look at this on a quarterly basis. So how to get there is go under settings, manage account types, and then look over here to your product code, and then just associate what account type goes with that particular product code. In this instance that we have circled in red is L102, means that's a used auto. So once you've got all of your product codes mapped into Deep Target categories, you want to make sure that when you create your campaigns that you are setting your product assignments correctly. And if you don't have your product assignment set correctly, your reports won't accurately reflect what particular products were opened. So in this instance, you go to, on your campaign, you're going to go to your campaign flyout, and you're going to go under campaign settings. And then at the top, you're going to have 2 tabs. You're going to have your campaign settings and your product assignments tab. So you're going to go into product assignments tab, and you're going to make sure that you have the correct either grouping or specific product code checked for that campaign. So that's the campaign. That's a product that you intend for your customer to open after they see that, once they've seen that ad. So that's associating your account type to the campaign. So another thing that you can do on setup, there are really three ways you can follow up on leads. One is an immediate follow-up. One is going to your email settings and have something go to someone in your lending department. So on that, you would go on the left side, you see circled in blue are your email settings for your campaigns. You go there, and then you set up your notification email. You turn the toggle on, and you want to send that to members of your lending department or whoever's going to follow up on those clicks. So that's one way you can do it. The next way is you can go under the campaign category analytics report, and you can export the unique clicks. I've got that circled there in red. You know, this is a manual way to do it. This is the way you always had to do it. And you can generate that report and send it to your lending department, or you can do the preferred way. Actually, now that we have scheduled reports available, you can go under report, schedule report, and set up a daily report to go out to your lending department. So this is probably, you know, an easier way for them to digest the information. That way they don't have to be looking at their email all the time. They know at 8 o'clock in the morning they're going to get that report from the prior day, and they can just start working off those. So, you know, it's really going to be up to you and what your processes are and how much activity that you have going on at your institution, but typically we're seeing that the schedule report is a good way to do that. So, you know, we talked a little bit about, you know, setting up those product codes, assigning the correct product codes or to your campaigns. Well, what that does is that when you look at your influence conversion report, you know, before we had set up that one with that I guess that L102 to go to that used auto account. We're looking at the influence conversion, and on this one, you can see at the top that we've selected just the used auto. So when you get to the influence conversion report, you can look at it product by product grouping. So in this one, we're looking at the used auto one. So that's one way that you can go and see how many accounts open for a particular grouping. And then when you go to your monthly management report, you can also see that grouping down here with this used auto there. So, you know, we do that 5-month look back right now on the monthly management report, where the most current month will show you all of the account types that were opened during the most recent month. So those are the places that you will see where your accounts were opened. So that influence conversion report and the monthly management report will show you that information.
Okay, that was great. That's great information. It's so key, right, with all this. Okay, so if you know where this, what movie this came from, chat it in the inbox. I want to see how many people remember this movie. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the ROI calculator. So you take the information that Helen showed you how to do, how to generate, then you take this information and then plug it into the ROI calculator. So, all right, so Sarah, are you on the line?
I am here. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
So I have to say, Brenda is gonna, yeah, she's moving the slides for me. So first of all, I am fully aware that we were running late, and you committed 30 minutes to us, so I'm gonna fly through this. I also know I'm what's standing between the award winner. I mean, keeping you from knowing the award winners and knowing if you won a Starbucks gift card. So again, this is very high level. I will fly through it, but ultimately what I will say is what we're going to end with in this portion is we want you to reach out to us for your specific ROI calculator. But prior to that, I wanted just to point out a couple of things about Deep Target. And I will say Helen and Brenda have kind of stolen my thunder a little bit, because I'm going to say a lot of they've already, no. What I was going to say is what I've put here is a lot of what they've already said, but then I guess that just shows the importance of and how valuable some of these things are that Deep Target allows you to do. But some differentiators of Deep Target prior to the ROI calculator, I wanted to just kind of lead up to that to just show you why some of these are so important. So like Helen, Brenda said, valuable leads. Deep Target to the member customer level shows you exactly who's looking, who's clicking, and who's ultimately taking out those products after they look at the ads and click on the ads. Another differentiator of Deep Target is that the extensive reporting that we give you on the back end. So yes, Deep Target is super valuable in allowing you to show these personalized targeted ads, but I would say that equally as important is the reporting that we show you, which does then allow you to really understand your return on investment. So I wanted to read these quotes from a couple of our customers. I'm just going to read them verbatim. It just shows, there are a couple of our customers who are looking into these reports, who are really knowing where their leads are coming from and where their sales are coming from. So Mike Bridges, who's in marketing with 5-star, he said, since investing in Deep Target for both online banking and mobile banking earlier this year, we have had outstanding results. We are witnessing over 250 clicks per week, and our related sales transactions have increased significantly too. These results show the value of intelligent digital marketing, and Deep Target has enabled us to achieve these results very quickly. And then Delynn Byers, who's in marketing as well at First South, she said, we can't be more pleased. In just 1 month, we received over 500,000 views and 850 unique clicks that helped drive 213 sales transactions. So it's really important. I'm just going to harp on it again. It's really important to know what your ads are doing for you. So Brenda, next slide. Yeah, and yeah. So ROI, it's important to marketing. So I will say, historically, marketing has and may currently still be viewed as just an expense. But there are so many tools, especially when it comes to digital marketing, to allow marketing departments to show that they are no longer just an expense, but they are actually generating revenue. So the only way to improve your digital marketing campaigns, though, is to know where you stand with your current campaign performance. So, so many of your marketing efforts may appear to be successful on the surface, but do you truly know, like Helen said, that billboard on the interstate is what drove business into your branches? And then, so digital marketing ROI is one of the most accurate ways to measure your campaign success over time. And then the next, so if you're able to calculate your ROI, that measurement helps tie your campaign success to your overall business bottom line, which is often overlooked when it comes to marketing measurement. Again, goes back to you actually can contribute to the bottom line and prove that you are. So next slide. So this is the ROI calculator we created. It's very simple. I know sometimes marketing folks like myself look at numbers and they're just like, okay, I'm not interested. But we've made it very simple. What I wanted to show you, and ultimately, like I said, we want you to reach out to us and we can work this out with you. But if you'll notice, what we're doing is we are pulling, Brenda, if you don't mind. Yeah, we are pulling information from your monthly management report. So if you've looked at that report, you'll notice that we actually show you those sales transactions. Helen showed you as well when she spoke. We're pulling out those sales transactions and breaking them out per product type. So what we're doing is we're taking those numbers and we are putting them into a calculator. So this example, let's just use this auto loan, for example. This customer had 225 sales in the auto loan category. This expected interest, Brenda, if you don't mind, I think there's, yeah, the expected interest column. What it does, this is a field that you can manipulate if you know how much interest you're supposed to receive on any given sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied, loan product. So we have just put some numbers that we're just guesstimates, but we're saying in this example that every auto loan you're making $100 on every month. What this calculator ultimately does is then calculates out your total revenue. And then if we can advance a little bit. Yes. And ROI, simply the calculation is monthly revenue generated from Deep Target divided by your monthly cost of Deep Target, and it gives you your return on investment. So in this case, the number that this customer is getting is 18 times their expense. So once we calculate all that out, it's going to generate these numbers and then work out this number for you. So amazing results. I would say that this customer is extremely pleased with only spending $1,800 to then generate $33,000 in revenue. So what we're ultimately asking is, if you want to know this, what your true ROI is, reach out to us. Brenda, I think the next slide will just give them the email address. Yeah, so reach out to us. We will work through this with you. We'll run it for you, see where you are, and then send you that you can then, as Helen and Brenda said, then share with your management, share with anybody in the organization. So, you know, our monthly management reports, that came out of feedback from our customers. They said, okay, I'm the one that uses Deep Target, but I want something kind of high level to include in our board packets. So we created the monthly management report, but this is an even simpler, just one image that you can share with your team that will give them a true idea of how much Deep Target and then ultimately the marketing department is bringing in for your financial institution. So that is all I have to share with that. But yeah, just reach out to us. We'll work with you.
And one thing I wanted to mention is, you know, we're going to talk about to share that with your management. I know many of you do actually meet with your management once a month or do some things at board meetings, and you want to show the results of your efforts. And so you can show them that you've opened this many, you know, as a result of your marketing time, that you've contributed to the bottom line there. You know, you can quantify that with Deep Target.
Absolutely. All right, great job, thank you. And what I'm always amazed at is when you actually take a look at this and plug it into the ROI calculator, you're going to be amazed at how much money you're generating for that bottom line. So anyway, that's a great exercise, and take advantage of this. All right, Deep Target Awards. Let's take a look. We have a winner for the campaign of the month, and it's Ashley. Ashley, I hope you're on the line today with Andrews Federal Credit Union. Y'all did a great job. We're going to take a look at, you did online banking and a mobile ad.
And I want to mention this. Ashley was running some generational targeting for this particular for campaign. So this particular one, actually, the best click-through rate was for ages 25 through 39, and they didn't have a Visa card. But they were also doing they did generational targeting. They were using it where you can earn points. So they were using over 5 of the best practices, and we are seeing that our customers who are using at least 5 of those best practices that we talk about all the time are really getting good results and great click-through rates.
Absolutely. And this one, they had 9. So again, like just Helen said, if you just take this list and do 5 of them, we're telling you, you're going to have really good results. So there you have it. And so anyway, congratulations. And now we have the Superstar of the Month. And our Superstar is Raven Bell. I hope you're on the line, Raven. You at Alitrust Credit Union did a great job. You had a great KEI and KMI, and the improvement from December, you went from in December 24 to January 19, so we saw a lot of improvement there.
And not only that, is in January, they have 56 influence conversions. Now, this is a credit union that's not a large credit union, but those are a lot of influence, new opened accounts for the month. And, we can attribute that to, Raven's efforts there. You can see by the little donut chart up there that she's using a broad mix of different categories that she's doing. And also, we wanted to show you some of her nice looking ads that she had. So not only was she doing advertising for products that would open accounts, but she's also doing some of those outreach type of campaigns that are like happy birthday, member referrals, and they've got rewards and things like that. So, it doesn't always have to be about accounts open, but, you've got that engagement with your customer community.
And we love this one, Don't Let Debt Rain on Your Parade. That was a great one. But here again, and speaking back to the 5+, here she did 7 of the best practices in this. So anyway, great job.
So we're really, really excited to see our customers, following the best practices.
Absolutely. And we will be mailing out these awards. So anyway, great job for you guys. Here's just a quote from Jessica. She just says, it's great to be able to target our message to the right person, and it's extremely easy. So thank you, Jessica, for sharing that. All right, we've got a couple of new banners that are going up into our banner library. March Madness is coming down the line, so it'll be interesting to see who hits the Final Four. I'm rooting for Auburn or Mississippi State. Helen is.
I'm going to be for Louisville.
Louisville. Okay, so anyway, yeah, y'all send us in who you think may make it to the Final Four. So have some fun with that. Also, St. Patty's Day, the Luck of the Irish is coming up, so that's next month. All right, so here's something just to let you know that is out there now. On our website, if you go over to the pull-down menu under Clients, you'll see our Customer Success Webinars. This is a page for you guys to go and register for all of our webinars. It has all of the dates already out there. And then it has our archived ones. So if you missed some and you want to go back and take another look or share it with somebody that maybe is new, head over to this page. It's on our website now, and it has all this information out there. Okay, and we do this once a month, but we share all throughout the month. We share a lot of good tidbits and little digestible chunks of information for you guys. So make sure. I got a text from Brittany saying that she's signed up already. So let's get you guys signed up on our social media so you can take advantages all throughout the month. And here's our January winner. We're getting let's start looking for who's our winner. Sarah, thank you for sending in this. She enjoyed a cup of Joe on us for January. And now today's winner is
Linnell Hoggebrook.
Linnell.
Northern Star.
With
Northern Star.
With Northern Star. Okay. So we will be getting that out to you today or tomorrow. So you can go ahead and have a cup of Joe and send us a picture. All right. We want to thank everybody. Sorry for the trouble that we had getting this thing going, but we're glad that you stayed on the line. As always, we are especially appreciative that you come to these and you are part of the Deep Target family, and we love to hear from you. So join us in our contest. You need to sign up for a customer success meeting and sign up for our social media to get into that $50 drawing. Thank you all for your time.
And see you next month.
Thank you.